2016, the government of Zambia launched the pilot program for climate resilience, a project aimed at helping local communities adapt to the effects of climate change in the most sustainable and environmentally friendly ways. This project is in line with the 7th National Development Plan that departs from sectorial-based planning to an integrated or multi-sectorial development approach under the theme Accelerating Development Efforts Towards the Vision 2030 Without Leaving Anyone Behind.
I want to say that the pilot project for climate resilience was initiated in 2013 and implemented in 2014.
There have been changes in the climate in the entire country, but Western Province in particular, it has been highly hit, and then it was felt that I think the people were affected as well, where Mongo district and Western Province as a whole is one of the poorly affected people or poverty affected province in the whole country. And this has been contributed as a result of the rainfall pattern, which has actually changed drastically in the previous years.
The integrated approach recognizes the multifaceted and interlinked nature of sustainable development, which calls for interventions to be tackled simultaneously through a coordinated approach to implementing development programs, with the major focus being mainly improving livelihoods. A number of projects have been implemented under this program with an aim to empower the selected communities.
The project has made a lot of progress so far. We have delivered over 1,000 sub-projects which are in various categories. We have district projects, we have ward projects, we have community hard infrastructure projects, and we have community soft projects, and we have champions.
The Ngombala Canal rehabilitation was born out of funding from the World Bank in 2013. This was an idea to incorporate modern technologies in the rehabilitation of canals, taking into account the climate degradation of the environment.
We have seriously embarked on canal clearing to reclaim land for agriculture purposes. These projects for canal clearing, they are at advanced stage, and so far we have a fisheries canal, and Ngombala is almost also finished.
In Mongo district, implemented projects include the fisheries canal rehabilitation, which have been split into 2 sector projects, namely the Ngombala Canal Rehabilitation in Mongo and the Kaoma Fish Hatchery in Kaoma. The project was a concept meant to bring on board the local communities to maintain the canals and liaise with the Barotse Royal Establishment in identifying the canal's rehabilitation.
Our people here used to suffer from Kakani to Namshekendi. It was difficult because this canal, it was dug by using hands. It was not deep. So the people used to suffer to transport their goods from this Zambezi River to the mainland.
7 canals were identified, which are Moyowamo, Lubitame, Namitome, Musiamo, Fisheries, Nebubela, and Ngombala canals. The canals rehabilitation was phased into 2 programs. Under Phase 1, 4 canals were tendered for rehabilitation, and these are Moyowamo, Lubitame, Namitome, and Musiamo. Under Phase 2, China Geo Corporation has started the implementation of the 3 projects, which include the rehabilitation of fisheries, Nebubela, and Ngombala canals.
We started this project, the Fisheries Canal, last year, 2017. And we will finish this project 2018, November.
We had serious challenges before this canal was built. The transportation of the sick, the pregnant, or even our merchandise such as fish was a big challenge. It required hiring coach carts and bulls to tow our people and goods to the markets, or to the hospital. Today, we can easily use a boat to transport both our people and our goods thanks to the canal.
From last year, we've seen a lot of changes due to the completion of the canal. Before, it was with much difficulty that one could paddle his boat in streams due to a number of roots, shoots and foliage. Today, life has been made much easier to transport both goods and people via the canal. It used to be a great challenge transporting the sick, the pregnant and even the goods. Some people, and unfortunately even pregnant women, died during transportation. Today we are thankful indeed for this development that has made life easier for us. The movement of the pregnant, the sick and even the fish we catch can reach their respective places so easily. Business has been really made easy due to this development. We thank our councillor.
We have seen so many benefits for the community. As a company, we have employed most of the locals, and we are trying our best to put skills in these people as they are going to be part of the group which is going to be maintaining and rehabilitating these canals. The other benefits that we have seen is this canal earlier on, it was planned to be a navigation canal, and I think we have achieved that objective because we can see a lot of people now are able to move from Namushekende Harbour to Zambezi River. Another thing is this canal will be used as an irrigation canal. So a lot of people along the canal will benefit in terms of agricultural production, going to improve on the production part. Secondly, even the animals now are able to drink from the canal, and it's something that we are able to see. Then we also know that this canal will also improve on the capacity for the area to be adaptive to climate change. So we hope and believe that in terms of flooding, in terms of droughts, the canal will serve its object or its purpose. This is Angombala Canal. It is actually a canal that links the area between the main Zambezi River and the small Zambezi River, which is called Marile River. This canal is about 8.4 kilometers, which is being designed for navigation purposes. It actually runs from Marile River, the small Zambezi River, to the main Zambezi River. It's a canal that has been dug or constructed to shorten the distance from the Marile River to the Zambezi River so that we can make the locals who are here to access their villages within a short period of time.
Transportation of the sick to the hospital via the canal is much easier and faster. We are therefore very thankful to those that brought us this development and have taken away suffering. We no longer need to look for bull-drawn coach carts to transport both the sick and the pregnant to Lewanika Hospital in Mongu.
The best thing I have seen due to this Chinese-built canal is that one can easily shuttle between Mongu and Namushekende in so short a time using speedboats and canoes unlike before. This area would be undaunted up to this tree here. But due to the embankment built by the Chinese, water no longer floods this place. Finally, I would like to applaud our people who made it possible for the canal to be built.
We have got one big challenge of sandy. You know, this canal passes through the sand area. What is normally done is when the water comes out, the sand will go into the canal. So we have a challenge. That is a big challenge. We need to also to go into the drawing board and see the way forward.
The Kaoma fish farm is the only fish farm in the province. However, what we have done as a province and our vision is that we need to have each district have about 1,000 fish ponds supported by Kaoma Fish Farm. Under the project, we have guided all the districts instead to come up with fish nursing nurseries. We expect that these fish nurseries, they will be able to get the fingerlings from Kaoma Fish Farm and develop them and then put them in the fish ponds and also support these communities.
This project was implemented. One is it's an intervention for poverty reduction. It's also an alternative for our people to have alternative sources of wealth and to mitigate the effects of climate change. Because climate change has come with the problems that have created problems for our people.
The actually facility in the first place has always been there. It was actually designed to actually provide fingerlings to the province. But due to the dam that breached, we were unable to actually continue in terms of production. And as such, there was need that certain works or certain items actually put in place for us to actually be able to produce the fingerlings.
Currently, we have seen a lot of progress in the project in being that the hatchery facility has been upgraded from where it was some years back. This time we're able to produce in a week's time we're able to produce more than 5,000 fingerlings from the time we started breeding the fish.
Since we are offering fisheries as one of our core subjects to our students, we find it unavoidable to fail to link with the Kaoma Government Fishery Farm because they act as one of our resources for the teaching of our students. And at the same time, they help us in improving the fisheries at the institution, not only for teaching purposes, but also for production purposes.
Water can be a challenge, and also because for food is very expensive for the fish. Now we do make our own food, but we're lucky that the gentleman, Mr. Masanda from Fisheries, has been very helpful to us. He's always there for us to call on him, and he helps us in any of our problems.
The major challenge that we have faced so far was the acquisition of feed for our fish, because we are far from Lusaka, where we have major suppliers of fish feed. But at the moment, the government fish farm, with their wing of feed formulation, we are really actually getting support from them, because we can make our own fish feed to feed our own fish.
To me, I think, a lot of sensitization has to be done, especially to our communities, so that they could be able to comprehend, the program fully. Overall, I would like to mention here that the project has been a success because, lives have been transformed and people now are able to provide their families with the necessary income. They can put the bread at least on the table. Generally, all the players have been able to contribute to food security in the province. Thirdly, I think, skills have been imparted among the beneficiaries. Some of them did not know how to take care, say for instance, of animal draft and so on. Some of them were not able to take care of, they didn't know how to rear chickens, especially village chickens, and also they did not know how to, to produce, vegetables. But since the inception of this program, I think training has provided, the skills, the necessary skills to our people, that now they are able to fend for themselves. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank the World Bank and all the players, all the stakeholders who have been supporting this program, because had it not been for their support, we would not have been where we are today. And my appeal to the people of Western Province, especially, the beneficiaries, is that let us be more focused and ensure that, we become more and more productive.